everybody, my name's Olivia. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Makeup Fun with Olivia, and welcome to a no makeup day. We are gonna put on makeup though. I wanna play with makeup and I wanna chit chat with you, and so I thought we would just jump in. Lately, I've been loving the makeup revolution, neutrals versus neutrals. I do have a review on this. I'm not sure if that'll go up before or after. By the way, I look horrid in that review because I was trying on a whole bunch of things that I love in that video, but everything else, not so crazy about it. Anyway, so you either already saw it or you're about to, not sure. Anyway, I thought I'd play with this and just chat with you. So instead of like doing my whole makeup and at the very end filming the intro so that I look all nice at the beginning, I thought, you know what? We're just gonna jump in. The look that I'm going to try today is by a young gal. She has her own YouTube channel. Maybe some of you have heard her because her YouTube channel is huge and I am a subscriber to her and I love seeing her eye looks. ShanShortcakeBeauty. Here she is. That's the look I'm going to try to do now. I'm close to 50 people. My eyes are wrinkled. They're not beautiful and young like that. But look at that look. How can I not try? And of course, I'm not going to put on the fake eyelashes. Her look is on point, right? But every now and then, I want to try what the young girls are trying. Actually, not every now and then, quite often. I'm not one of those people who thinks that because you're older, you can't try those bolder looks or those fun looks or the glittery looks. Sometimes we try them and sometimes they don't work. It's true. But sometimes we try them and they do work. And I've actually tried this one before and I love it. So I'm going to try it for you guys on camera and just, you know, share some of the stuff that I've been using and chit chat. So let's jump in. Let me see if I can get you close. If you see me looking this way, it's because I have my mirror over here. Let me show you the palette in case you haven't seen it, which I think is kind of impossible if you watch YouTube videos because everybody has been talking about this and they are gorgeous. This palette, I found out about it through Emily Noel, but in watching ShanShortcakeBeauty's channel, and actually not just hers, even a few YouTube videos after that, a lot of people are comparing this to the Venus palette, yeah, by Lime Crime. And I hear that's a really good one. It kind of makes me want that one. But this is kind of, everybody's saying that this is a dupe of that palette. I don't have it, so I don't know. But in the video where she does her look, and I will link that video down below so you can go check it out, she does one side with the Venus palette by Lime Crime and the other side with this Makeup Revolution palette. It's pretty cool and it looks pretty much the same. So anyways, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try to do her look with this palette. So let's jump in. The only thing that I have done today is put on my Holy Grail primer, Benefit Professional. I have put on my Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer, and I have put on my Sugar lip treatment on my lips. That's it. That's all, and my moisturizer, but you know what I'm saying. This is me up close and personal. Hopefully you can see me. Let me get you a little bit closer. Okay, I think that's close enough. It's kind of scary. The first color that we are going to use is Adapt, and Adapt is a matte kind of neutral. This one right here. I'm going to put that on my crease. Next color we're gonna try is Cool on my brow bone, a matte light color. The next color she used was this one, Trend, a matte kind of more chocolatey look, pretty pigmented. I'm putting this one on the crease but not bringing it up. So the first one that we put on, the Adapt, was a little bit lighter and I brought that up. So that's kind of our transition color. This one will only stay on the crease. It's a little bit deeper. The next color she uses is my very favorite, and I know this is my friend Mary from Glitzy Fritzy's channel. It's her favorite too. If you haven't seen her video, I'll link her down below. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. Now Shan uses her finger to apply a little bit, you know, to make it pop a little bit more. I am going to use my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. And if you've never tried this and you want to bolden up your eye looks, give it a try. The trick with this is put it on and then kind of tap it or rub it with your finger to warm it up so that it spreads easier. So that it's not, you know, if you just leave it like that, I think it's going to be a tad bit, I don't know, clumpy. This just leaves the lightest of layers on your eyelid. So let's dig into that color. Right in the middle. If you want it to be even bolder, you can use your finger or you can use MAC Effects. I'm okay with this boldness. This amount of light boldness. The next color we're going to use is Custom, right here in the corner. It's like a purple, red, brown, all into one on the edges. We're gonna blend that, don't worry. Maybe I will use my finger on that tone color. She used Custom, which is the shimmery light shade, on the inner corner of her eyes. She put this Trend kind of on the outer lower lid of the eye. I'm pretty sure that's what she did. I'm wondering if I should have done this after I put on my foundation. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna hold off putting my foundation. But first, we're gonna I'm gonna add a little bit more of Custom to to that outer edge with my Wayne Goss. Holding up that corner. The same thing over here. This is what my eyes look like. Gonna zoom you out. Oop, not in. Now I'm gonna put on my foundation. I'm going to try the RCMA no color powder for the first time. I just got it yesterday, so I'm excited to try it out. Look, brand new. When I do my contour, I make sure to come up a little bit just to blend it out. I don't want that, you know, harsh line on me, which can happen. I just blend it up and I go all the way back too, because I don't want the line here and then it's light here. So make sure you blend all the way back. I do contour my nose. My sister was surprised that I contoured my nose, but I do. I just use this light. Well, sometimes I tap just a little bit. I learned something, and I don't remember who from. When you contour your nose, you want to do it at the very, very top of your nose, because it looks better when you contour this way. You don't want those orange spots down here. You just want to create that thin line up here. Of course, I do go down a little bit and I blend, but I mostly stay at the top. And then I do kind of this. And that's it. Oh. I try to get it as natural as I possibly can. It works for me so far. For my blush, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Blush in Make Love Instead. I'm using my Chikuhodo brush. It does have a sheen to it, which I kind of like. I stick to the top part. Where I put my brush the first is where the most color goes, right? So I try to put it here in the apples of my cheeks, and then I kind of tap, tap, tap back to kind of make a line to kind of contour with blush as well. But I don't go back and put more and then go back here, because I want it to kind of be more, the color to be more here, and then just whatever's left over on the brush. If I notice that my contour down here is too bright, I might do this just to blend them both up. I don't think that's the case right now, but kind of a little tip. Now let's go back and do the lower part of that eye. Probably all gone now. I recently got this e.l.f. brush that I love for that. I think they call it a concealer brush, but I like it for that. And on the inner lower lid, I'm going to put that one. So I just put this one, now I'm going to put that one. Now I'm going to put my favorite, my holy grail eyeliner, Jordana 12 Hour Made to Last. I just repurchased this again. I've bought it a few times. If you want the perfect combination of creamy but not too creamy, and it stays put, I perspire a lot. It also is very easy to apply on my crepey eyelids. Now here's another tip that I use. If you find that your eyeliner, your pencil eyeliner or your gel liner did go bumpy, I use this e.l.f. angled brush. It's the small angled brush, and I just kind of do this. Just kind of cleans it up a little bit. I do like a thicker eyeliner, so sometimes it helps me just make that thick line be a little bit cleaner. It also helps me get it in all the way to the inside without making a mess. Next, I'm going to use the e.l.f. eyebrow kit for my eyebrows. I recently rediscovered this again. By the way, don't take this off because it will dry on you. And yesterday I received, if you guys follow me on Snapchat, my Wayne Gross brow kit. So I played with it a little bit yesterday on Snapchat. Maybe some of you guys saw me, but I'm gonna try it on. This one does have a little bit of an angle, not too much. And this is kind of the waxy part, and this is the powdery part. I don't really use that powdery part a whole lot, but sometimes I do, I don't know. I forgot, this picks up a lot of product. Let me rub some off. However, once it's on, it looks very natural. At least it did yesterday. And I love, so far, I love that this is strong enough, the bristles are strong enough to do what you need it to do, but they're not pokey. They're still flexible enough that it doesn't hurt you. How's that? Makes a difference, huh? I've said in my channel over and over, I'm the most average person in the whole wide world, and I'm always running around like a crazy woman in a hurry. So I don't look for perfection. I just look for a little bit natural, a little bit better than it did before, and I'm out the door. So, you know, my eyebrows aren't perfect, but this is what works for me and my lifestyle. Lancome Seas Booster primer. If you find that your mascaras are not doing what you want it to do, or just want a little bit of extra oomph. I haven't tried the drugstore primer. Which one is it? I forget. I need to try it. I think it's Wet n Wild? I haven't found it. So I'm using up this sample and I want to try that drugstore one. Let me know if you guys know any decently priced eye mascara primer. Urban Decay Perversion. I had my first sample of this forever, if you guys have seen my videos, and I finally got a new one. I'm going to add a little bit more of that to my inner corner. This makes such a difference on eye looks, I think. Now at this point, if you want a little bit more, you could add a little bit more of that red, you know, the tone color, which I love, but I'm going out with my kiddos, so that's all I'm doing for today. For my lips, I'm gonna use a lippy that I just picked up yesterday. It's from the Color Sensational line, the bold ones. This one is in 405 Pretty Plum. But first I'm going to put on my lip liner. I love my MAC lip liners. There's nothing like it. I'm going to use the one in Plum. I'm going to take off a little bit of my balm. To soften it up just a tad bit, I'm going to try to put on a little bit of this Buxom Lippy in the color Sophia, right in the middle. To create kind of an ombre effect. Sometimes when I put lip gloss, it'll have the lip gloss going like this, and you can still see the little triangles of lipstick. What I like to do is do this, and that blends them right up. Okay, that's it. That's my look for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't heard about this palette, or if you were on the fence, my recommendation is go get it. You can do so many looks with this. You can create some awesome, awesome looks with those oranges, a berry look, or a very neutral look. I can't say enough about this palette. I really like it. I hope you enjoyed this look. Let me give you another close-up. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will talk to you later. Bye!